those games that I don't even really know what to describe, because like I said, I didn't think we were that bad in the first half. Well, first half, I thought, like I said, first half overall we were pretty good to be totally honest. I mean, we looked pretty good. We had very good moments. We had a lot of good chances, and it was just a case of us not actually being able to find the perfect man, the perfect. It wasn't to find a perfect pass, to find a man, to find a player in the box. We just weren't able to do that, and then from there, and it's just, I don't know, it just went in a total mess. Once we conceded a goal, once that happened, it just became even worse. In all fairness, once we conceded that goal, it was just a case of us struggling to get back into the game. Then we started to just lose it, especially in the second half. But even in the first half, there was a spell of like a good 5 to 10 minutes where we just kind of lost everything, where we just kind of lost, we just kind of lost the ability to really take a pass. I know the stats in the first half said that we had 90% pass completion, but I feel like those 10% of like us, our misplaced passes, those 10% really came from that 10-minute spell after we conceded the first goal. And I mean, don't even get me started on the first goal, because the first goal was pretty terrible. It was pretty tragic, and honestly, it was a comedic goal to concede. It wasn't something that you concede and then you're just like, yeah, you know what, you can concede them once in a while. No, this is one of those goals where you're just thinking, how did we concede that? How did we concede that? Like, how could we possibly concede a goal like that? And that's ultimately, for me, the big worry. For me, that is the big worry. It's not so much that we conceded, it's that we conceded like that. And that is the issue. That is the problem. When you, like I said, conceding a goal in football, it happens. It's like scoring a goal in football, it happens. Having a bad game, it happens. Having a great game happens. If you have a good team, great games are more likely to happen than bad games. But conceding a goal like that, it doesn't happen. When you have 4 or 5 players at the back, and then you have 4 or 5 players switch off who are at the back, then you have a big problem. Then you have a big problem. Like, if one player switches off, okay, fine, you can blame that player. If 3, 4 players switch off, in that case, it was Hummels switched off, then it was Javi switched off, it was Rudy switched off, and when you have so many players actually switch off, that's when there is a problem for me. And when you concede a goal from a throw-in, essentially, from one throw-in, gets the ball to one person and he takes a shot and then goes in. Frustrating to say the least. And obviously in the second half, I mean, we tried. Let's be totally honest. We tried. We finally got people in the box, but then we still didn't have a final ball, and it's just I don't know. I don't know. If Robin came on, I thought we looked much better. I thought we actually had much, from the right coming in, and I don't know. The second half, it's very difficult to evaluate, because I did feel that we tried. I think we were a better team overall, and that sounds really, really stupid when you concede so many goals. I did think that in the second half it was much closer, and I think in the first half it was quite clear that we were the better team. In the second half, you could say that it was equal, I guess. That Hoffenheim, with 1 goal in the bag, they knew they had a game plan and they executed well. But I didn't think, like I said, I didn't think we played that bad. I thought there were a lot of issues that we had. I mean, Coleman, I thought he did everything right except his crosses, they were pretty bad. Lewandowski had obviously 1 chance, but I don't know, we didn't really get any balls to him. And then we had Muller, who I thought had great runs that nobody picked up. So when you have a multitude of issues, you're always gonna struggle. And then combined with I didn't really think our midfield did that well either. So like I said, I don't really think our midfield, I mean, it was outnumbered, let's be totally honest. But I feel like today it was more about us playing through the wings and not really so much through the middle. Whereas last season it was more through the middle and not so much through the wing. So we kind of switched that up, I guess. But it just didn't work today. And it's just, I don't know, it's like I said, it's more disappointing than anything, because I didn't feel we did bad. If we played bad, if we actually got bossed, if we got absolutely dominated, I would have been furious probably. But when you play decent. I thought we played pretty. You know, I thought we played pretty decent. If you play decent and you still don't win, that's the problem. That's the problem for me. For me, that is the problem. That's when it's more about frustration and disappointment than it is actually about anger or sadness or anything. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Those are my thoughts. I'll probably stay on here for about another 5 minutes just to read your guys' thoughts, and I'm gonna probably leave. But yeah, let's see what you guys wrote. Where is the blood, fam?